Living in Central Florida kind of fucking sucks for Airsoft. Here is a list of all the places in Central Florida. I took the liberty of just blurring out all the fake fields in the stores, so you get a better perspective of how many fields there really are. Today we're going to be looking at competitive indoor Airsoft, or locally known as CIA, located in Tampa. Real quick guys, thank you for 47 subscribers. I'm trying a few different content styles to see what sticks, so seriously, I appreciate it. I will say I'm a fairly critical person when it comes to a lot of things. I can't stand when people have basic, passive opinions, because then I feel like good opinions really mean nothing. I don't know, enough about that. CIA is a hybrid field that has half a normal field and half a competitive speed QB field. They operate a shop in the entrance that in my experience primarily sells competitive gear alongside a few normal playing guns and gear. The field itself is a Call of Duty map style where there are 3 lanes split. Arguably, one side has a slight advantage on one lane and vice versa. The staff is pretty good about communicating the field being changed around to keep gameplay fresh, which is a stellar way to keep players coming back and allowing new players to have an even playing field.
To control a gun at my facility again.
Refs are consistently fair. They will embrace feedback with open arms, no weird power trips, no disrespect. The absolute best part about refs here is that they are stern yet respectful. I have heard players try to argue super pointless things with refs, and the refs will always put their foot down but never blow up on anybody in a disrespectful way. This is super big for me. Game modes are typically voted on by players or just selected by the ref. This consists of hardpoint, conquest, team deathmatch, VIP escort, oddball, bomb defusal, and the occasional infected or some other fun game mode. The rotation is pretty standard. I don't really have much to say about it.
He burned my patch. He burned your...
You got a mix of milsim, casual, rental, and speed players here. Let me just quickly preface this by saying that the speed player here are not the... and more of the just competitive players that come from the other side of the field to play on the normal one for fun. The milsim guys trickle in from adjacent outdoor fields when it rains or when they are not spending $1,000 on night vision goggles. And obviously, my squad always stepping up when the ref be like, HPA users and aggressive players come forward. Every field will have cheaters, every field will have a few bad apples, sort of like with anything in life. This is a good field. I wish they got a community Discord going for more involvement with the people meeting at the field at the same time. Maybe do some clan wars for regular players and not speed, and maybe some more specialty events. These are just a few things I've thought of over my time playing here. I would consider this to be my home field, and I rest assure you if I had real issues with the field, I would express them as I make this video for people like me when I was looking for fields to play with when I was first getting into it. I would be lying if I said I don't binge Airsoft fights and fails and speeders dumping on milsim guys, but if you're playing the game fair and honestly, who cares how you play? But if you're gonna cheat and pick fights, you definitely should not be playing here. End of story. Take this with a grain of salt. I haven't personally seen events, but that does not mean that there hasn't been super cool ones before. I just like seeing a calendar full of cool events to plan for, as you know, I'm just a normal guy who works 40 hours a week and I'm in school. All in all, it's not a fair review without some criticisms. And I really feel like I had to pull some shit out of my ass for it. But seriously, this field is worth your time. Check it out, and chances are if you're there on a weekend, you might see me and you might have the chance to overshoot me for making fun of you as a milsimmer. Thank you for watching. Consider supporting me by hitting the subscribe button.